Hello and welcome, I'm Stefan, this is Real Fitness Coaching, and in this video we're going through a real-time upper body HIIT workout. Now, this is going to be great to use in conjunction with a lower body HIIT workout to get the legs working and upper body working on different days, maybe consecutive days, or you can have a day's rest in between. Now, I've got 2 dumbbells for the resistance today, 8 kilos. You can go with a weight that is right for you. You can always add more in. The workout's going to go like this. We've got 2 moves back to back, 45 seconds for each move, and then a 30 seconds recovery, and we're going to go through that 9 times over. We're going to get into our warm-up right now with rotation. So coming up and across with the arms, turning through the feet, nice smooth movement through the body, letting those arms come around just as far as is comfortable for you. Now the back foot is going to be rolling up onto the ball of the toe. I'm going to stay nice and tall, nice and long through my spine, and decompress. Get everything nice and loose and tall through this first move. Getting the hips, getting the upper body, the rib cage moving along with those shoulders as well. All right, from here we're going to switch it into hip circles. Hands on hips, feet about hip width apart, and it's a very good move to do any kind of warm up with this move included. Just testing for the hips, inner thighs, got the ankles moving as well. Just take a nice big circular movement. You can use the hands to guide that big circle. Imagine you're hula hooping, taking those hips out and around. We're going to change directions now. You can let the feet rock a little bit from side to side. And again, just testing for what the body has in store for us today. If there's any restrictions, any tightness, we're going to try and improve and enhance movement over this next 4 minutes through this warm-up. One more big circle. All right, from here we're going to go high and then low with that rotation, this time on a diagonal. Not too much knee bend to start off with. We're going to include a little bit more now as we come around. Just bend the knees a little bit more as we turn. Again, I'm shifting my weight from one foot to the other and turning what becomes the back foot up on the ball of the toe. So I can really get that full turn through the body, particularly on the way up. Feel that stretch. And onto the other side, high and low. Again, not too much knee bend to start. Do a few repetitions before we go into that deeper move. So just lowering the body down, changing levels, still keeping that balance, that stability, that turn through the feet. Exhaling on the way up. Inhaling on the way down. Again, a nice stretch as we reach up high. Awesome, okay. Feet square, hands together up in the air, turn and trace a big circle down and around. Getting a big movement now through the hips, through the shoulders, through the spine. Breathe in to start the circle. Breathe out as you come back up. Nice big turn with the hands. Back in the other direction now from the top. And again, not too much knee bending. That way we're getting more of the back, the hips, and the shoulders. Keep your eyes fixed on either the floor or the horizon to keep nice and stable and balanced. And one more big circle. All right, from here, sideways on so you can see I'm going into a hinge, a pendulum swing. Weight into my heels, down and up. Nice tall stretch at the top as I reach up, bringing those shoulders back just a little bit, just as far as it's comfortable. And sitting low, getting that length and stretch through the hamstrings, through the quads, through the lower body. All right. So from here, I'm going to step back, so I've got space in front, straight legs, walking fingertips down. Step 1 foot forward, and then back into our groiner step. And nice and controlled with that core, that navel drawing inwards. And stretching the hips. Good. One step, and then the other. Stepping back. One more. All right, and then walking those hands back towards the toes. Going to get up onto the toes, a little bit of a jog on the spot to get that heart rate up. Okay, so our first 2 moves. We've got a rainbow sweep and then a curl and press. So one dumbbell for the first move, holding onto the handle, up and over, planting the feet firm, drive, really pulling that core in strong. Next up is both arms working, curl and press. Okay, so really squeeze the dumbbell tight, keep those elbows tight, and then press, control on the way down. Here we go, up and over, really gluing those feet to the floor. Exhaling at the end of either side with that range of movement, tight grip. Really feel those midsection muscles, the obliques, the core, working through this one. Shoulders and arms, of course, and we're just shifting the body weight a little bit from side to side. Again, keep that breathing in time with the movements of the body, and keep that power working through each rep. All right, time to change. Dumbbell in each hand. Curl, press, control on the way down, and press up overhead. Feet stable and strong. Keep that core engaged. Breathing out on the way up. Again, work that control. And 20 seconds to go. And driving up. Good. All right, less than 10 seconds to go. Getting those feet flat to the floor. Navel pulling in. Spine nice and long. All right, well done. So our second combination, we've got high to low core twist and squat to press. High to low core twist. Again, taking hold of the dumbbell, both hands. And then with our squat press, from the racked position, dumbbells at shoulder height, feet wide, sitting into the hips, and then driving up, using the legs to pound this movement. Starting off with our high to low core twist. Plant those feet firm, just like that rainbow sweep. Really powerful movement to get the core working. Steadying the hips. And now you can breathe on the way down, or you can breathe out on the way up. But try and keep that breathing in time with the movement that feels right for you. 15 seconds more. Trying to stay at arm's length as much as you can. Straight arms, tight grip on the dumbbell, strong core, feet grounded. All right, we need that other dumbbell for our squat press. Down, up overhead. Weight into those heels, sending the hips back, and then driving tall. Everything tall at the top. Tight grip on the dumbbells. We've got 20 seconds now, halfway. Again, timing, the breathing, and the body movements together. 10 seconds, guys. Just as low as you can. 3, 2, 1. Whew. All right. Next combination. We're going high to low core twist on the other side with bicep curls. So make sure you don't do the same side twice with those high to low twists. Bicep curls, both together. Feet close together or further apart, and then control. Control is the name of the game with those bicep curls. Here we go. Down and up. Feet steady and stable. So we're turning through the hips a little bit and through the core, the midsection, working from the waist up. Again, that long reach, giving us that leverage, that work to do. So really feeling the resistance of that dumbbell. 15 seconds more. And keep it up. Last 10 seconds on this move. And it's bicep curls in 4, 3, 2, let's switch it up. Squeeze at the top. Tall, long through the spine, long through the neck and shoulders. Resist that temptation to swing the body or swing the arms. Get that foot position, that stance that feels comfortable for you, that's balanced. If you need a pause, just pause and then come back into it when you can. 15 seconds more. Squeeze at the top. 10 seconds. And working till we hear that buzzer. 2. One more. Awesome. All right, we have vertical chops and press ups. The vertical chop with one dumbbell, feet apart, driving up and down. A little bit of movement from the hips, but largely this is the upper body, the shoulders, so not too much movement through those hips. Press ups, I like to have my hands turned out, feet wide, down and up. Keeping that core strong. Let's get to that dumbbell. Here we go. Down and up. This one great for the shoulders, for the core, for the back. And the lower body working just a little bit to hold that position. Again, the feet planted firm, like they've taken root to the floor. Navel pulling in tight toward the spine. Now you can breathe out on the way up or on the way down. But you're driving in both directions. We've got less than 10 seconds to go. Tight grip, forearms, shoulders working. 3, 2, press ups. From the side, down and up, pushing through those palm heels. Quality over quantity. Navel pulling in toward the spine. Breathing out on the way up. All the way to full arm's length. 20 seconds to go. Feel that core working. Feel the shoulders working. Stay up on the toes. And again, if you need a pause at any time, just jump back in when you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Next up, inverted V and one arm row. The inverted V from the side up. So a bit like the vertical chop, but we're cutting that V. Now with a row, and then one dumbbell over the top of the other. Hold the bottom dumbbell, thumb over the top, feet square, and row from that stable position. All right, inverted V, feet apart, making that teepee shape, that inverted V, chopping up and then chopping down. Imagine a sword stroke, slicing down and then driving back up to go the other side. As always, feet planted firm to the floor. Working the core, working those shoulders, working that heart rate. 15 seconds more. 10 seconds now. Keep it going, one side, then the other. 5 seconds more. Then one arm row. All right, here we go. Set the dumbbell, and 1, 2. Got my hand on my knee. Working that elbow up towards the ceiling. Keeping that tight grip on the dumbbells. Weight into those heels. Steady tempo with this one. Again, when you need a pause, just rest at arm's length and dive back in. 10 seconds more. Long straight line from head to hips. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. All right, up next, we have figure of 8 and then one arm curl on the other side. So figure of 8, we're going to chop that figure of 8 in front of the body on its side, and of course set the dumbbells up in the same way, one on top of the other, and then with the thumb over the top for stability. Here we go, figure of 8 for the core. Guess what? Feet planted firm and using as much pace, as much speed as you can, chopping that figure of 8. Working through the midsection as we change direction. That's when the work's being done. Keep the breathing going. Plant those feet steady and draw that navel in toward the spine. 10 seconds more. And here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's go ahead and change. Single arm row. 1, 2. Weight into those heels. Hand on the knee. 4. Extra balance. Extra stability. Again, leading with the elbow. Keeping those knees wide. And working the back. Proud posture. A long straight line from head through to hips. No rounding of the back. 10 seconds more. Working the grip, the biceps, the lats, and the core. Whew. All right, next combination. We have yes, dive bomber and alternate curl to press. A dive bomber. Feet wide, hands wide, hips up, hips forwards. You can scoop down and then drive back up. Alternate curl to press. 1 and then the other. All right, to the floor. Hips up, scooping low. So working the shoulders, the triceps, that much more by bending the elbows. But if you need to, go ahead and keep it straight arm. Work the version that is right for you. Right up on those toes. Palms digging into the floor. Spread the fingers wide to get a good base of support. 5 seconds now. And one more. Here we go. Curl press. Alternate side. 1. Then the other. Just keep those repetitions coming. Slow and steady, driving up. Tight grip on the dumbbell. Feet planted. Navel pulling in toward the spine to keep that core strong. That spine nice and long, nice and tall. All right, we've got 10 seconds now. Last few. Breathing out on the way up. Good, one more. All right. Whew. From there, we're going into, we've got 2 more moves. Inchworm and then alternate bicep curl. Inchworm. Space in front, legs straight, fingertips down to a press, and then walk it back. Straight legs. Alternate bicep curl. Again, no swinging through the body. Here we go. Fingertips down to those palms and walk it back. How many can we get in this time? Fingertips to palms, press. Make sure those hands end up the right distance apart for your press up at the end of the move. Now you can easily go to a knee press up if needed. Just blend it in and walk it back. 15 seconds to go. Really pushing back, hand over hand, when you walk back towards the feet. One more. Press. And bicep curls, alternate sides. One. Feet steady, stable, glued to the floor. Again, no swinging of the body. Just keep it stripped. Keep the body steady. Control on the way down. Squeeze on the way up. And all right, we've got 15 seconds left. A really tough one on those arms after all we've done so far. 10 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Whew. Just one more combination. And this is a one-arm snatch. Now the snatch, feet apart, sit the hips back. We're going to drive the dumbbell up and back to the floor. We're going one side, 45 seconds, and then the other. Tight grip, lead with the elbow, and drive it up. All right, using those legs as well. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. This is going to get the heart rate up. 4. Keep the weight even between the feet. Using the free hand out to the side for a bit of stability. Down and up. Now you can keep your eyes fixed to the floor, or you can look up with the press. Again, leading the elbow and then punching the air with that dumbbell at the last. 10 seconds to go. Up, up. 5 seconds. Same move on the other side. Now, down and up. Shoulder, lats, legs, and cardio. All working together. Driving it up. Use the power from the legs to drive that dumbbell skyward. And again, punch up into the air to finish. Last 15 seconds, guys. Down and up. Core strong. 5 seconds now. And 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, nice, nice work. Nice work. Grab a towel, get a brow mop. Very good. Stay on your feet. Tempting as it is to lay down, to crash out. Recover that breathing. Well done indeed. We're going to get into our cool down now. We're starting off with hands on hips. Going to go into those hip circles. Take the hips out and around, and again, just feel how it is compared to our warm-up to take those hips out, even though there's a little bit of work through those squatting movements. We're keeping it nice and even through the feet. Those hips should feel a bit freer, a bit easier to move out and around. Change direction. Nice big turns. Recover that breathing slowly over this cool down. And again, take your time with these moves. Don't force the body into anything it's not comfortable with. But again, those hip circles now feeling nice and loose. All right, we're going to go into our rotation, horizontal. Again, tall, decompressing the spine. Stay nice and long through the neck and the shoulders. Turning the feet, getting a nice breeze with the hands. And breathe. Nice work. All right, from here, we're going to go wide with our stance. We're going to sit the hips to one side, lean back towards that straight leg. Nice and slowly up and over. Getting that inner thigh stretch. And Again, second time on this first side, just as low as is comfortable. Up and over, a little bit longer stretch as we get into this second visit to these adductors, this inner thigh. All right, bring those feet a little bit closer together. I'm going to roll the shoulders round, get that movement through the shoulder blades. I'm going to take one arm up, side bend over, and as we get that side bend, we're going to feel that stretch all the way down the side of the body, the ribs, the hips, that space between the lower ribs and the hips, the low back. Taking our time, holding that position for just a few moments. Breathe, reaching one hand up and one hand down. And one more time on each side. And good. Nice. Deep stretch for the side of the body. All right, sideways on. Walking out. Fingertips to palms. Going into a groiner step. Left foot forward. My left hand is coming up. Reaching toward the ceiling, getting that stretch across the chest and shoulders. And slowly, I'm going to reach underneath. And feel that stretch on the inner thigh. And the hamstring on that lead leg. But also twisting the body to get the shoulders and the midsection stretching up and overhead a second time. Straight line from hand through to hand. Opening up to get that chest stretch. And a second time underneath the body, threading the needle through that gap. And feel that stretch. Slowly bring the hand back. Switch onto the other side. So my right foot forward, right hand reaching up, really opening up through that twist, stretching the chest and shoulders, and underneath, again, getting the midsection working as we twist. Second time up into the air, stretching the chest, and once more underneath the body. Good. Bring the hand back, switch the feet, walking back into that hamstring stretch. We're going to linger in this hamstring stretch position. Fingertips under the toes. And slowly uncurl. And again, roll the shoulders around. Get that flexion and extension through the spine. And breathe.
Activity completed.
All right. Fantastic work, guys. Once again, if you've given it your all through each of those exercises through that entire workout, you have put yourself through a very challenging workout indeed. I will see you very soon for another fantastic workout.